Hey, what's up? It's Wick for Xiaomify, and today I've got a product that I'm very excited about. I've got the Amazfit GTR smartwatch. Is it any good? And how does it work? Let's find out. Let's go. In the box, you'll find the watch, a charger, and instruction manual. I've got the 47mm model with the stainless steel housing, but they also have an aluminum and titanium model, as well as a 42mm model, which has an aluminum housing. The one I've got comes with this brown leather strap, which makes it look a lot more like a regular analog watch than a smartwatch. So at first it looks really nicely designed, and I really like that round watch face, so let's look at what's inside. The 47mm model has a 410 mAh battery that can last up to 20, maybe 24 days. It pairs with your phone over Bluetooth 5.0, which is nice. It's got a built-in 6-axis accelerometer, BioTracker heart rate sensor, a 3-axis geomagnetic sensor, a air pressure sensor, and a ambient light sensor for automatic screen brightness adjustments. It's got GPS and GLONASS positioning, and it's 5 ATM waterproof, meaning it can go up to 50 meters underwater. In China, it's advertised to have NFC, and I think that's really only for the China-released models. It comes with this magnetic charger that connects over USB, and it really conveniently snaps into place when adding the charger. It takes about 2 hours to fully charge the watch's 410 mAh battery, so that is pretty quick. When turning it on for the first time, you'll get prompted to pair it with your phone using the Amazfit app. In this app, you can log in with a number of accounts like Facebook or with your Xiaomi account. Once you're in the app, you can select the Amazfit GTR from the list and you can pair it. Once it's paired, you can set all kinds of settings for the watch, like what type of notifications you want to receive for which app, if you want to wear it on your left or right arm, and you can download a whole bunch of watch faces. And these watch faces actually look pretty cool. You can choose to have a more analog and classic looking watch face, or you can give it more of an Apple Watch-like digital look. There's really a lot of faces to select, so it's pretty nice. You can select if you want the watch to alert you of incoming calls or set up reminders and alarms, and it also synchronizes the step counter with the app. It will sync the heart rate monitor data, sleep data, and you can start walking, running, or cycling sessions through this app as well. So how is it in use? The watch's display is very nice and very bright. Even in very sunny conditions, you can still clearly see the display. You can set the brightness from the watch by swiping down from the top. And from this menu, you can set the brightness manually or select auto brightness, which will set the brightness according to the ambient light. From this menu, you can also select a not disturb mode, turn on battery saver, and use it as a flashlight, which makes the full screen white and bright, and additionally you can actually lock the watch from inputs. If you swipe up from the bottom, you can see a menu with all the included apps. You can start your workouts, which has a really big list from walking, running, cycling, swimming, and several others. You can control the music on your phone. You can set up alarms and timers and go into the settings for the watch. Here you can set the watch face, as it will save 3 watch faces on the watch itself, and any additional faces you can download and sync from the app to the watch. You can set the screen on duration from 5 to 15 seconds, and you can set up the always on display. This shows a much more basic watch face when you're not holding up your wrist, but this is actually very dimmed, and it will transition to your actual watch face when lifting your wrist, so in my opinion it's not really that ideal. On the side of the watch, there's 2 buttons. The top button allows you to go into the watch's watch face screen and basically functions as a screen on-off button. And the bottom one, per default, goes into the step tracker display. But you can actually set the behavior for this button from the settings menu. You could, for example, make it go straight into the weather app, or into timers or music control, or your notifications, which I personally prefer. Also from the watch face, you can swipe from left to right, or right to left to go into the heart rate monitor and the step tracker. You can then tap into the step tracker or heart rate monitor to see its details. The buttons on the side are not that particularly useful, but it's great that you can program it, and admittedly, it does make the watch look a bit cooler. So now let's play with some water. As it's got that 5 ATM rating, making it very waterproof, I had to swim with it, I've showered with it, I've washed my hands with it, and just to illustrate that, I'm holding it under the water here so that you can see it. And just like most touchscreen watches that I've had in the past, it's not entirely glitch-free, as the water can sometimes make it seem like touch inputs on the watch. However, if you're in the fitness tracker, setting it to swimming, you will have to press and hold the button on the side to get out of the swim tracking. So the chances of you actually tapping out of this tracker per accident when you're swimming is really quite slim. The Amazfit GTR came out in China through the Xiaomi Youpin store for around 1000 renminbi for the 47mm model and 1400 renminbi for the titanium version of that. It comes down to 142 up to $200 or around 130 euros to 180 euros. You can find them through the resellers for not that much more, and I've put down some links below this video to where you can find these. They've also released a slightly smaller 42mm model, which goes for about 800 renminbi in China, which comes down to about 115 US dollars or a little over 100 euros right now. I've put down some links to the 42mm model below this video as well. So what do I now think of the Amazfit GTR smartwatch? Well, first off, I really like it a lot. I love the analog looking design. I love the round watch face, which makes it feel more like an actual watch. Over the last months of wearing it, I've had at least 10 people asking me about this watch, so I guess it does look attractive. I'm personally mostly a fan of the leather strap that I've got with this watch, as some of the rubbery bands on the other models make it look a bit cheaper, but luckily for you, you can simply change the strap. The watch faces are looking very good, and there's a ton to choose from. Heck, I even love to design a Xiaomify watch face. The battery life has been outstanding. I really just charge it twice in a month, and I've had it in use every single day. The thing that I kind of found confusing is that the watch actually should have NFC, but outside of China there really ain't no use for it, and I personally couldn't get it to work even when the app is set to Chinese, so I might have missed something here. Also, I would have expected I could pair it with the Mi Fit app as well, but I will need to install it using the Amazfit app, although once it is installed through the Amazfit app, it will appear in the Mi Fit app. I did notice that some app notifications actually show the app icon like Taobao or Alipay or WeChat, but other apps, when they send out a notification, just display an icon saying app. It's not really a big deal, but I would have loved to see all the app's icons. Also, I noticed that emoji don't get displayed in the notifications. Again, it's not really a big deal, but it would have been nice to see them. The music control on the watch sometimes was a bit slow, as every time I get out of the music control menu, it will have to synchronize again. And if you use this music control very often, it might be a good idea to program the music player under the button on the watch so that you can access it a bit quicker. The always on display, in my opinion, is really not that well. It shows you a very simplified watch face that is very much dimmed, and it lights up when you raise your wrist, but in a split second it switches to the watch face that you've actually installed. I would have loved for the always on display to just show the regular watch face. That would have made it feel a lot more seamless. Despite these small things, I really do like this watch, and I've been gladly wearing it over the last month or so. And for its price, it's a very well functioning watch. So what do you guys think about the Amazfit GTR? Would you pick it up or give it to someone as a gift over the holidays? Let me know down here in the comment section what your thoughts are. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a little like below this video. And if you did not like it, you can press the dislike button twice. Also, if you're not subscribed, know that you really should, and press that bell notification icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon. Peace!